Hello, beautiful Pisces. Now, this is a brand new deck, and in these 3 cards alone, I could probably do the reading, but you know I'm going to use all of these to do it, and a lot more talking, because you know Jane, she loves to talk. So if you want to know more, come on in, sit down, relax, and let's talk about your latest reading, Pisces. See you there. Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your reading for the week. My name is Jane, and I do readings for Pisces. Yeah, we're doing the week of, let's see here, the 11th to the 17th. That's right, of May. These are the only videos that I really do specific weeks for. So, but you know, I'd say to Pisces, any messages on this channel or any channel that I actually do, they have messages in them. They're timeless. They're not like messages for just a week. They all carry beautiful lessons in them that you can carry with you through life, through anything that you're going through. In a lot of ways, these messages are master classes and just energy, reforming, perception, that kind of thing. So, you know, don't let yourself be caught up by dates, especially not on my channels, and I have a few of them. So I'm going to be using a few decks. I got the Citadel. This is a new one. And it's been awesome. Very awesome. I've been using it with my guides, having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I'm going to use it with you today. So we're going to do the Celtic Cross like I usually do. But I think I'm going to use like one card from every deck. I'm going to use the Inversion Tarot if I need it. This is a Dark Days Tarot. They're all kind of quirky decks. I figured, let's stay quirky. Let's stay quirky. Oh, jeez. You got the 5 of Swords. All right. So, easy week. Scratch that out. Let's just see how complicated these. Oh, and this came out. Okay. Oh, geez. The forgotten, missed opportunities, and fear of failure along with the 5 of Swords. Isn't that just... Look at the arc of this person falling and look at the arc of this moon. Look at this. Look. Do you see the similarities? I'm going to tell you though. Look at this. Look at the bottom of this card in the Forgotten. Look at the eye on the ground looking at the person falling. I'm going to tell you this right away. This is not a missed opportunity. But you said, Jane, you just said it's a missed opportunity. That's what's written. But rarely is what is written or defined by the world that we live in actually means what it does. And you're going to say, well, that doesn't help me at all, but it does. Okay? There is stuff in everything. I've said this a long time ago. Failures and what we call failures or things that didn't work out, they are missed opportunities in the way that we've missed the... we have missed the message or the lesson or the opportunity in it, right? Everything that doesn't turn out the way that we want it actually has a hidden secret inside of it. And the hidden secret inside of it is that it didn't turn out the way we wanted. So now is an opportunity for us to learn not to do that again and try something different. That is always the message in everything. Every single thing. Okay, if you take nothing from this reading, if you never take anything else from anything that I say, this is the one most important message you can carry with yourself as an empowered being on this planet. And yes, you are empowered no matter how much sometimes we like to tell ourselves we're not. You are an empowered being. Yes, you are. What do you do with that? You take whatever life throws at you. Broken eggs, you turn it into an omelet. Don't like lemons, turn it into lemonade. It's an opportunity to switch things up and do it in a different way. 5 of Swords usually is something is lost, right? There's there's this push and pull. Look at this card, okay? These two, they're like fighting each other, but if you really look at it, they're going the same way. And this is what I want you to pay attention in this card. They are going in the same direction. And you see other slivers of moon in the background? I feel like it's almost saying that this has been done before. Way in the past over here, a little less in the past here, and right now. It keeps repeating over and over again, this push and pull energy. Her actual feet are made of swords, and there's a sword in her back. And look, but if you look, I'm going to put it right up close. There is something growing from that sword in her back. There is seeds of opportunities from something painful. Right there in the picture. If you really take a look at it, that's what it's telling you. The Five of Swords for me has always been a divisive kind of energy, right? It's did I win or did I lose? Depending on who's looking, you could get a lot of different versions. And I love this card for this, because it begs you to look at it and say, take another look. And look at this with the Forgotten, okay? Missed opportunities, fear of failure. Look at this. Look at this eye at the bottom waiting for you to fall into it. This eye, even though it's low to the ground and shining, look at it shine. See, like that? That body's falling directly into it. It's falling into knowing, understanding. So if you take nothing else from this week, while you're going through it, because you will be, because it's still the Five of Swords, it's that moment when you go, well, crap. What am I here? Why am I here again? I want you to sit in it and go, what can I do with this? What can I get from it? What kind of possibilities am I looking at? Okay? All right. So what's your block? I'm going to pull a card, but you know, I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be. The Four of Cups. Yeah, okay. The Four of Cups. It didn't matter what card came in. This is what happens. It doesn't matter what card comes in. The block is always this. Thinking that this is where you're stuck. This is a stagnation of sorts. That's the block. That's the block. Oh, the botanist. Look at this. There's beautiful flowers on this card, but it's written parenthood and legacy. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, when I hear parenthood or legacy, I think traditional, I think what we've been taught, I think everything that we know. And the beautiful flower there in the middle, it's coming back to that, the stuff that was growing on the back of that sword that was in her back. The block here is getting stuck in the idea that you're stuck. It's as simple as that. And the idea that you're stuck comes from the stuff that you've been told. You're either succeeding or you're failing. There is no in between. There is nothing else. You're either striving or you're not moving. You're either working or you're lazy. You're either this or that. There's always this or that. And yes, this will remain because we are a polar planet. Yes, that's the way we do things here. It is. And you shouldn't be mad at yourself. You shouldn't be smacking yourself in the head going, oh, you know, I can't succeed. And why can't I get this right? And why can't I find the middle? You may not always find the middle. We are here to live this life. And a lot of it is based on this or that, not necessarily the middle. The idea is not to spend all of your life smacking yourself in the head or hitting your head on the wall saying, why can't I get it? Why don't I get it? Why don't I get it? Because we're here to experience both. We're here to experience the pain and the love, both. Okay? The middle doesn't feel both. The middle is kind of the in-between when we're feeling okay. Right? It's the stuff that we do to protect ourselves, to live I was going to say mediocre life, but it's maybe not a mediocre life, but a life that doesn't have many highs and lows. It's the safe spot. We weren't here to ever be safe. We were here to feel things, sometimes intensely, sometimes beautifully, sometimes painfully. Okay? And the part of that is when you do something, it doesn't turn out the way you want it. Okay, you figure either you missed the opportunity or you're afraid to fail. It stops you and it keeps you in that safe spot. And then you feel like you're stuck in the middle, like these cards here. And you have tradition telling you, yes, you did good. Because that could have possibly gone sideways. You know, you can hear your father's voice. That could have gone sideways. Please calm down, young woman. We must toe the line, you know, pick the safe things. Yes, you did well. But we do this for everything. Not just the things that might actually cause us harm, which is fine. It's a very good thing. But for everything, every new opportunity, we suddenly adopt this as a lifestyle, and we end up saying no to stuff over and over again. And I love the way that she's kind of sitting there with these 4 things. And the funny part of this 4 of Cups is she almost looks drunk. And like she's been drinking too much. And the thing about it is that's what I feel. I feel like maybe she's not drunk with drink. She's drunk with missed opportunities. That's what's making her like not moving forward. It's fogging up her brain. Maybe it should have, could have, would have, maybe, whatever, right? All right, so let's go to the ground. Let's do the ground. Let's do the ground. I remember when decks like these used to scare me. Because I learned it traditionally like the little polite accountant that I once was. And now I love decks like this because it expands me completely. It does. I love it. Love it. Okay. Ground. The 2 of Pentacles. Oh, love it. She's blowing bubbles. Look at this. Different bubbles, different things. Okay. Let's see. Let's see with the Citadel. I love this deck, by the way. Oh, I didn't even get to. The Champion, Achievement, and Downfall. Look at the blade at the bottom of this. It's kind of like all cracking. And it's cracking the foundation. It's pointing down. We're doing the ground. And it's pointing down. Isn't that lovely? You hit a rock. You hit a rock. Okay? You hit a rock and now it's breaking. Your sword broke. We've all done it, right? You plant something in the ground, especially if you live in a country and it's like, crack, what did I hit? I hit something. And then you know suddenly there's going to be digging to do. I have to dig and figure out, was that a rock? Was that something else? Was that a vine? Was that like parts of something? You have work to do, okay? The unseen is there, but you know it's there and you hit it full tilt. And it broke. It broke your tool and maybe a little bit of your spirit because now you know you got extra work to do. But look at this 2 of Pentacles saying like, all right, so now I've got to adapt. I've got to adapt. I love the way that she's blowing bubbles. I love it. And she's looking at the 2 different bubbles flying away like, I have opportunities to change things. I have time to look at my options. She's sitting on the stool in that field. She's not digging right away. She's kind of just figuring out what's going on. I love the way that this card says achievement and downfall, both on the same card. I know they're supposed to be like the reverse, I think. Love the way I don't study things anymore. Just kind of feel my way through them. But hey, you know. So it's, but I'll take the both, because if you see the 2 Pentacles and you have the 2 definitions, is it achievement or is it downfall? You're in the in-between of wondering. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. You're in that space, whether you call it a success or a failure. And your root energy wants you to just sit back, blow bubbles, and look at both options. You know, it's not bad to have, I don't like the word failure, but let's just call it a disengagement of whatever you're doing. It's not a bad thing to call it that, because in failures, you figure out what you want to do next. And I'm going to stop calling failures, but in the disengagement of what you thought was going to happen that didn't happen, you can say to yourself, do I still want to carry that? Do I still want to achieve that or attempt that? Do I still want to plant something there? Do I want to dig? Or do I just want to move 2 inches to the left and plant there where maybe there is no rock? Ah. Different thing. Same goal, slightly different. Do you understand? Oh, I know you do. I know you do. All right, so let's move to your crown. To your crown. To your higher knowing, your higher learning, your higher everything. I used to think that root and sacral and solar plexus were like, not solar plexus, but were like the lower, you know, the lower energies. Everybody who ever talked about it said like, meh, you know. It was always focusing on the crown and the third eye. But you know what? They all work together, and if one doesn't work as much as the other, you're really screwed. I've just learned about grounding, which I'm not doing. I'm having my guides do it because I so won on this one. But yeah, I'm a brat. Ask my guides, they'll tell you, and I like it that way. But if your energies, to get back to what I was saying, because of course I rattle on for nothing. Look at the sun. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at, okay. I'm going to pull the other card and then we'll talk about your crown. If your energy, you can't just work on one to be a good channel, okay? Within yourself. Not a channeler, a channel within yourself. To walk in your own energy, you need to really just poke around in all of them, okay? Poke around in all of them, see how they work in tandem with each other, because when they do, they go hand in hand. Your root, your solar, your sacral, they ground you. They give you that seated power of feeling great and knowing, and the rest of you is able to fly, you know? So just make sure that you don't let anybody tell you that any part of you is less than. And that's another great lesson. No part of you is less than. Not your spiritual part, not your body. We all work in tandem with everything. And that's what we've forgotten. There's parts of us that we dismiss or we put in the ether like it's some kind of special gift that needs to be reserved for when we die. Which is complete BS. It's BS. It's complete bull crap. Do I need to say it again? It's complete crap. Oh, I got this card. Actually for my guide. It says the miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. And it's not what you think. He's not that. He's just very stubborn. In other words, he's very dedicated. Okay? So, the sun. I'm going to use it here right now in this way. Is that you're breaking, you see the bricks here, and you are emerging from that. Okay? The darkness is behind you, but you're emerging, and the sun is here. What is happening is that you're getting fresh insight. And in that insight, you're using all of your energy. You're understanding that things need to be done. And yes, you are stubborn and inflexible. And I'm going to say it in the nicest way. And that's good. If you're in a different way where you are stubborn and inflexible in changing the way that you think, that's not a good way. So there's both sides. But because the sun is here, I'm positive that's not it. That's not it. It's so funny that the sun is in the darkness, and it's got all the moon phases as its flower. It's just beautiful. I don't know. There's something funky about all of that. This sun is very happy, full of flowers too. I don't know if you'll see it. Look, it's little flowers all in the background, and the sun's eyes is closed. And so is this figure. Look, there's an eye that's closed right on his chest. Do you see that? This is because this is not the eyes of the body. This is the eyes of the soul. This is definitely the eyes of the soul. The moon is in what's not being seen. The moon means a lot to me. The moon means a lot to me because I feel that, I keep saying that, but it's in the stuff that's not really being seen about the moon. It's not the stuff like it's a reflection, it doesn't have its own light. It's the fact that it does shine a light. And that's the thing that keeps getting missed. It's almost like it keeps getting skipped over. It's almost like when people say, oh, spirituality, it's not a thing, right? It's something out there somewhere. But yet we deal with it every day. When we make a decision not knowing where that gut feeling came from, that's spirituality. When we think of somebody and they call, that's us sending energy spiritually to somebody. That's energetic type deal stuff. But we don't call it spirituality. We just call it, oh, a gut feeling, a coincidence, whatever you want to call it. But it's all in that same vein. It's that part that's forgotten. But because they were so undeniable, we kind of weaved it in an acceptable way in society for us to deal with it. Oh, I have a gut feeling. That's the way we call it. And that we understand. Everybody does. You can tell anybody that sentence and they know. Yeah, I've had a gut feeling that there's something off about that. Of course you have. Because that was undeniable. That's something that couldn't be shut off or forgotten. It's just part of us. And there's a lot more that we could turn on. Okay? I'm going to stop there because this isn't really that reading. But it's just something to keep. Something that you can just let settle into you and mull over. You know, while you're having a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a discussion with the neighbor. Whatever. You know, do you ever stop and think, you know, where the gut feeling comes from? You know, we can't hold on to that. It's nothing we can actually see. Where do you think that comes from? That is a great question. Just do that. Where do you think that comes from? And see what kind of answers you get back. And if you do get any answers, put it in the comment. I'd love to hear. I would love to hear what the answers are to that. Okay. So before, what came before? What came before? Recent past. Four of Wands. A lot of fours coming out. Oh, there's kind of like a celebration. There's people like waving in the background. You're sitting there all in white, feeling all great. And a card, the Warrior, perfectionism and burnout. Interesting. When I see this, though, I see a wheel. And I see, it's not really here, but I see the four cardinal, like, I feel like the what is it, the wind thing with the rooster on top of you, wind vane. Sorry. I don't mean to be laughing, it's just sometimes it escapes me. And wind vane is one of those things that escapes me constantly. The cardinal, what is it, the cardinal east, west, north, south, that thing. This is what's coming in, even though there's a bunch of weaponry in this card, which is kind of funny. I see just the four triangles at each corner with the wheel in the middle, and I feel like the wheel. Perfectionism, burnout. I don't really feel these words. What I feel is, like I said, the Four of Wands, 4 is coming in. 4 is that the accomplishment, the results, the things that you do. Maybe these tools, maybe they'll mean something to you. So here, I'll put it up here. Maybe you felt like this. Maybe you are the warrior. You most likely are. We all are to some extent, right? I mean, we've all forged and our own tools and made our own way and worked our own path. And we've had success along the way. Okay? If you woke up this morning, you succeeded at something. If you went to work, you succeeded at something. If you did anything for yourself today, you succeeded at something. So we've all had different levels of success and achievements in our lives. And I think that's happened. But this card, especially with her sitting in a white dress while there's people in the background waving to her and she's unaware, I feel that you've moved past this and maybe you are... I feel like you are in a different path. Honestly, I feel like you're a different path. It almost looks like parents. I mean, they look older and they're waving at this child like she has surpassed us, she has gone further, she's sitting in the field very calm, very happy with whatever's happening. In other words, you've achieved something. Absolutely, there's an achievement vibe to this, feeling it completely. And you have. Even if you think that you may not. Okay, some of you I can feel watching going, didn't get, you have, you really did. Biggest thing we do as human beings is we underplay any achievement we have. Don't know what that's all about, but it's very annoying, and I'm here to tell you, stop doing it now. Take a moment. Tap yourself on the back, okay? It's not going to hurt anybody. It's just going to help you for a minute. It's give you a little boost of power that you need. Maybe for the next day, tomorrow, the next minute, the next week. Who knows? In the future, what's coming up next? Oh, I always like this because this is a part of the reading I feel is like fortune telling. What? Oh, great Jane, is coming in my future. Let me see. Let me ask the cards. Let me do my woo-woo that I do so... good. Yeah, that doesn't rhyme. That's okay. All right. That hoodoo voodoo thing you do. There you go. There you go. Oh, God. Okay. Whoa. What came out? What came out? Oh, the Hierophant. This is my personal favorite. Of course, because it's my life path number, which I have a channel for. Check that out at the end. Okay. That looks like a big pile of mess. Look at this card. Oh, it's a face in the clouds. Oh, it's an old face in the clouds. No, I don't look like that. I'm much prettier. I'm much prettier. This is ancient wisdom. I know this is that kind of stuff because I am ancient wisdom. So, if you hear me call myself Jane or actually Leora, don't be surprised. This is my first name. This is the one that I had before I came here. Way, way, way before I came here. And it means light. Isn't that pretty? I like it. Okay. You have a name too. A name that you had before you came here. Okay. So this is Lost. The Gambler came in. And then the Tailor. Attention to detail and pride. I love this. So, yes. Okay. These three together, beautiful. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because the 5 is all about life experience. And life experience comes with loss. And and risk and gains, and also the Tailor, building from that. That's exactly what I was talking about. Right from the beginning, you build from that. You do. You take it, you build. Right? You don't treat it as loss or risk. Sometimes you'll take a chance, it doesn't work out. What do? You build from it. And that's exactly what this beautiful Hierophant does. And yes, I've just called myself beautiful. Yes. I have experienced so much loss in my life, and everything that I've experienced, all of the stuff that brought tears of every sort, of every kind, of abandonment, of loss of children, of everything I've experienced. It's all made me who I am. Every single experience has brought in some wisdom and knowledge that I can use in my life. It doesn't deter from the pain. It doesn't take away from the experience. It doesn't mean that because you're learning a lesson that you didn't feel the moment okay? And that you didn't experience the loss. It does. Because you experienced the loss, you are able to build something more, okay? It doesn't make it, you know, it doesn't give you any guarantees that knowing this will help you feel it less. And if you wanted like a cheat code to life, I'm so sorry. I can't give you one. I can't give you one. Life is what it is. It comes with all of it. But it comes with the beauty, and it comes with building stuff that you want. The only time that you miss out on anything is when you stop yourself from building from everything you experience. You live half a life when you're only waiting for great things to happen. Yeah. All right, so let's go. How others see you. I love the how others see you and how you see yourself, because in this way, and I'm going to pull them together, in this way, I always like to see if that matches. It's like the vibe you put out to the vibe that you feel inside. It's like looking at somebody and saying, I'm smiling, but inside you feel like you're dying. And that person's looking at you going, hey, they're smiling, they're happy, but actually you're not. So it's, how do you feel and are they buying it? That would be laughing at that one too. Oh, I crack myself up, right? Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, so how others see you, let's see. Wait a minute, are they two? There are two cards stuck together. I think that these have always been stuck together. Since I have this deck, these two cards have been stuck together. I just got that message because the King and the Queen are one beside each other. Okay, there's a profound message here. Channel Jane. I'm laughing. Channel, don't giggle. Okay, but giggle a bit. Look at these. You know what this looks like, right? This queen? Yeah. If you're a woman, you know what this looks like. This is internal. Yeah. It's not just a cup. Yeah. Okay. So just look female internal in organs online and you will understand. And this looks the King of Cups. Yeah. Very much in a receiving pattern as well. Okay. Let me just, because I said I was going to pull them all. I'm going to pull from this one here. No, I just think to myself now, oh, I'm going to do a quick reading. Yeah, right. No such thing. Doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Oh, look at that. The Queen comes out. Oh, you know, I can't even do this. I can't even do this anymore. Okay, I can do it. Kidding. Look at the Queen. The Queen of Cups that was hiding behind the King. I just realized that she's been stuck there since I have this deck. And the Queen comes out in the Citadel. Okay, and it says determination, sacrifice. Oh, jeez. The Queen has been hiding behind the King all of this time. Wow, that was just so easy as a message, right? Determination and sacrifice. Even though the Queen has not been there, the receiver of things, and there's just been action, she's always been there. Oh my God, my heart is splitting wide open. She's been sitting in wait, you guys, okay, to receive this information. In other words, we've been working with our mind in action all of this time, determined to make things happen, right? It's like you fail and you go, action. I'm going to action. I'm going to action. I fail, directly to action. And we talked about that last week. I'm failing something, I'm going directly to action. This is how others see you. Always moving. But now the Queen's been revealed. And what does the Queen say? Well, maybe you didn't actually fail. Maybe this was an opportunity for you to sit down and think about it and work out your next move. So this has been discovered. And this is what others see in you. I wonder if you see that in yourself. Oh, so if others see that in you, they're going to start discovering it for themselves. Well, well, well. A lesson within a lesson for other people to discover for themselves. Wasn't that a bonus points kind of situation? Okay, so what are you? Okay, that's how they see you. Did they just reveal something to you? That would be funny, right? I'm coming to a tarot reader to understand what I need to see, but it's actually the guy I'm working with who's going to open up his mouth and say something so profound that he's going to teach me something without even him knowing what he's teaching me. Well, plot twist. Oh, ooh, okay, what are you seeing? Three of Wands. Launching. Okay. Yes, that's it. I think. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, look at this. This time, the sword is going up, and it's the Hound, and the sword is being broken by the Hound. Loyalty, chains, and promises. Okay, so you're launching, and they are teaching you something, by the way, just letting you know. What I'm seeing here is that this is being broken, but it's because of promises that you made, okay? I'm going to succeed. It's like telling somebody, I'm going to succeed and I'm going to do it for all of us, and you keep that promise. This is something that's traditionally input from parenthood, you know? You must succeed. You have responsibilities. You have promises to keep to the people you love. You must be this blah, 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 okay? So you have been launching this because you've made promises, right? I have to be successful. I have to do what I need to do. But the thing is that you ran out of ways to doing it. You know, you keep repeating the thing over and over again. I failed, then I do, then I failed, then I do, then I failed, and I do. So this third part with the 3, it's that part that you needed to figure out how to finally succeed. In other words, it's how to go, I do and I fail and I but move into that energy again. You clicked into a part inside of you that said, wait, I'm in a vicious circle. It's not working. Let's stop for a minute. And as soon as he said stop for a minute, that queen, that receiver, whoosh, wedged into the middle and went, all right. So what have you been doing? What lesson is there here that you keep repeating over and over again? And you gave yourself a moment to breathe. And as soon as you did, you started launching in a different way. Okay? And it's all because you want to succeed. You know, you have responsibility. You have that loyalty, those promises that you made to yourself and others that you were going to get there. And by doing that, you needed to find a different way. Sometimes it's in the pause. Sometimes it's just, you know, like they say, necessity is the mother of invention. When you're pushed up against the wall, sometimes you have no other thing but to look in another barrel completely. You ran out of barrels, and now you went looking for, I don't know, bins instead of barrels, and you opened up a bin and you went, hey, there's another opportunity there. And that one of those opportunities was to sit and figure out how you could use those losses as wisdom. So yes, it's very similar, but I would say that even your neighbor or your coworker sees it more clearly than you do. And don't be disappointed or discouraged. Laugh at it. Sometimes we're so close to something, we can't see it. It's that forest for the trees saying, right? You're so close to it that you can't see it. It's the guy sitting next to you going, well, why don't you try this instead? And you go, wait a minute, that's a great idea. That kind of thing. Don't let it, you know, bog you down. You would probably be able to do the same service to that neighbor at one point. So, what are the hopes and fears? We got two more. Two more. And then I'm going to need to take a break or have my guides bring me back down. Yeah, when I channel, I get giddy now. It's just, this is just all fun for me. Oh, okay. Hopes and fears, hopes and fears. Six of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at this. What was I saying? Grounded, high, grounded, high, grounded, high. She's flying with all these flowered opportunity, and they're around a table figuring things out. Yeah. Let's take another card. Yeah. Oh. Okay. We have the Shepherd, Celebration Family. Yeah, there's a lot of people around this table, and I'm feeling it very much. The Shepherd, the celebration and family thing is, I feel that there's a lot of things that are going to be coming together. It's not necessarily just like people in your family. It's like an invitation of different things that are going to come in to kind of make you feel, well, what a family should feel like, you know, love and dedication and working together to succeed. There is definitely this kind of energy coming in. You want to invite things in to help you get to your highest level. Absolutely. And I feel that very, very much. And you are now like, you see how they're weighing the pentacles on the table? You are weighing what you need to take, give and take. And that's where balance comes in. Not in the safe middle that you've been, in the balance of what's good for me, what's not good for me, what's been working, what's not been working, and you let your feminine mull that over. You let her receive answers. You let her fill the cup. That's what the feminine does. She takes in all of the stuff that comes in, right? It comes in and she kind of puts it all in the cup and going, yes, that's a possibility. Yes, we could do that. Yeah, we could do this. And it's in the pause in between. This is also a very important thing that we keep forgetting to do. It's between the feminine who receives and the masculine who takes action. It's the pause in between that we kind of mull over things and we build an intention to move forward, right? You start getting an idea of what you want to do with all the things that are in the feminine bowl. Oh, that's, you know, it's kind of that spark of curiosity. And this is not this. With this card. But it's a little bit of the beginning of the mulling over, right? You are not really in the spark section. You're in the triage section of that bowl, right? Of all the things that come in. You're going, well, that didn't work, and you kind of take it out of the bowl. And you're kind of, you know, going, I'm going to leave these here, and that one I'm going to get rid of, and that one, oh, there's something else I can put in here. You're in the receiving and triage of that bowl. And you're doing it, you're celebrating that fact. I like that. You're celebrating that you are moving in a different way. Not in the way that you did before. Not the same loop that you were stuck into. You're in that, I can do this. I'm thinking differently. I'm looking differently. I'm figuring it out. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave that there because I think that's enough. I think that explains it enough, don't you think? I think so. Yeah. And I haven't needed inversion tarot. Watch me need it in the last card. Every time I say that, that happens. And then it's I'm so proud. Oh, I didn't need any clarifiers. Don't need you this week. And the deck's going, you just dared me. You just dared me. All right. Well, if I must. So the outcome. We'll give it a nice little loose meaning, okay? Because the outcome always sounds like this is the definite thing that's going to happen. And it might. But you have to choose, you know, you choose what you want to be or to become. And that changes from moment to moment. not even just minute to minute, you know, hour to hour, day to day, week to week. Okay, so you have the Star and the Five of Cups come in together. How polarizing. I like this because I feel that it's saying after a moment of dumping out these cups, and that's what I was talking about, and they're all dump, okay? There's 5 of them, and they're all dumped out. Every single one of them. Oh, and that's so cool. Look, look, look. That cup is dumping, and there's an eye, and from the eye, there's another cup. Oh, that's it. Oh, look at that. Okay. Jane just got blown away by the imagery of this card. And look at it. From the cup comes rain, the 2 top cups. They drop into the eyes of knowing. The eyes of knowing then drops the rain down into a cup that holds what? A flower. The rain is feeding the flower. It's bringing in the growth. From the stuff that doesn't work, the stuff that does is going to come in. And that's exactly what I was talking about right from the beginning. So Star, look at you, shining brightly, going, I got it. I figured it out. Poof. Optimism. I just blew up in Stardust, and all kinds of opportunities come from the fact that you saw those AKA failures now as wisdom that brought in new opportunity. Mic drop. But I still have 1 card. Ha! And I didn't need you, Inversion Tarot. Ha! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You're a very nice little deck. Whoa! There's another card that came out. Oh, and I know what this one is. I know what this one is. I've seen it before. Oh, there's another one that went down, though. Oh. Oh. Oh, you guys are getting a treat with this one. Look at this. What comes from this? The Wise One. From tradition and order comes wisdom. Look at that. Look. And the eye that was there at the beginning from falling, that was on the ground, it's now up in the sky. And you're pointing towards the sky. From below to above, or whatever. I know, I don't need that saying. From, what is it? As above, so below. For below is above. Who cares about saying? This doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you took this opportunity, lifted it back up into the sky. Look. It became something from the ground where it received, where you didn't think, when you were falling into nothing and thinking this is failing. It was still being developed into something. It was still in the knowing. The eye on the ground was still building into something, into wisdom. And then it was lifted above into the Wise One. And the other card is the Waker. Awareness and reflection. Out of these clouds is the eye. See? Out of this cloud is the eye, and then into the Wise One up in the sky. Look at... Take a look at this picture. Okay? Just take a look at them. Let it hit you. It says it all. I mean, I don't have to tell you this. If you know, you know. You'll get it. You're going to have your hand on that doorknob, flinging that door open, running towards that opportunity, because right now it's ringing in you. You're going, oh, well, damn. There it is. And I want you to, okay? I want you to go into that opportunity. Go. Take it. Okay? Don't be afraid of it. Life is about living. Live to the fullest. If you're sitting around all the time thinking, this sucks, you're missing an opportunity to learn from the moment. Even when you're bored, even if you're sitting outside doing nothing, going, this is completely boring. Look at a blade of grass. Check out an insect. Check out anything, everything. And you're going to see. There's a moment. There's something to be seen. There's something to be savored. Life is full of signs, signals, and spiritual hits that we are no longer picking up. because we've been told that what we see is all there is, even though we're still using spiritual stuff, still following intuitive hits, following our gut feelings. Sit there and receive. Let it come to you. I'm just now preaching because that's what I like to do as Leora. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm going to let you go. I think this is enough. I think this message is pretty clear. I love these cards. I'm very happy with the Citadel. I love the beautiful energy that comes off of these cards. I can't believe I waited this long to buy this deck. But everything is as it should. Thank you for being here. I'm going to continue. I'm going to do 2 more readings, different divination tools, to bring this message even more depth for you. So if you're interested, you know, do that thing that you do on YouTube, subscribe. and, you know, talk to me in the comment section. Go ahead and talk to the reader. This reader wants you to talk. I'm not just here for views. I'm here for your mind, your thoughts, your energetic hit. I want to know, am I connecting with something inside of you? Let me know if something lit up at all. I am listening, and I am sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Other channels I have here, go check those out. Go ahead. You know you want to, because I'm fabulous here. I can only be fabulous there. And there's a playlist with another video you might like. Take care of yourself, my beautiful Pisces. See you in the next video. Bye for now.